With so many lead sources online, leads are coming at you fast. And as you all know, these leads range from consumers who are ready to buy to those who are just looking. How you work with each can mean the difference between converting the lead and losing it. I'm Amy Chorew, Vice President of Platform Development for Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. Let's take 5 minutes to talk to you about how you can convert more leads to listings and sales. Let's face it, converting internet leads is difficult and time-consuming, but the payoff is huge. I've found that it takes 100 calls to have 40 conversations and 40 conversations to close one transaction. More than that, you must know which stage the buyer is in order to give your lead the information they need at that time. The 5 stages are consideration, online research, active search, transaction, and post-transaction. For the purpose of the video, we will only talk about the first 3 stages. Knowing where your consumer is in the process can help you gauge how much contact and information to provide. The very first thing you must do is determine where the consumer is in the sales funnel and communicate appropriate information. The first stage is consideration. A buyer or seller at this stage could be 16 months away from closing. He just started browsing online to get an idea of what's available. Some signs that you should be looking for at this stage are people who are complaining about their current living situation on social media, those who are getting married or having children, and those relocating or looking for a new job. This consumer likes to communicate via the web and email. They need expertise. Make sure your website has deep data on listings, including comments, schools, demographics, and value estimates. If they let you, send email with relevant information such as details about homes on the market, buying tips, and market condition to stay front of mind. If your search is mobile as well as web-based, the consumer is 4 times more likely to purchase a home. The second stage is browsing or online research. This buyer is a ready-to-wait buyer. This will be your first contact with the lead. These are buyers who are 7 to 11 months from buying. Be known, but let them browse. Aid them in their quest for information by providing information that will help them determine what they want and how much they can afford. They are more likely to communicate via the web or email. They're not ready to choose an agent, but they need expertise. Make sure your website is a source of solid information for them. Don't rush a meeting or hit them with a sales or marketing pitch. Simply provide relevant information about the process and develop trust. This is a great time to give them tips on buying a home, neighborhood and school information, an idea of what homes are worth in the area. This is also a good time to put them in your drip marketing campaign. The third stage is active search. During this stage, you'll have the ready-to-go buyer. This buyer converts within 1 to 3 weeks. They are internally motivated, and according to studies, some 88% will work with the first person who responds to them. These buyers are ready to meet you. Be available to tour homes with them. Be aware of what they want and what they can afford. Don't be afraid to make recommendations based on your experience. Your goal with this buyer is to meet face to face. Pick up the phone whenever possible, respond in the same way a lead contacts you, and make sure the lead knows how to best contact you. The quicker you respond to an email, phone call, or social media message, the more likely you are to convert that lead into a client. The key to more closings is to identify what consumers want at each stage of the listing. Whether it's through your website or face-to-face, keep engaging. Be strategic, be patient, and above all, be persistent.